Alright, folks, welcome back. This is Gold State Gaming, and happy Halloween, everybody. Wanted to do some kind of goofy costume. I have another costume for stream tonight. Also going to take a second here to plug my Discord in the description. We are doing Lethal Company with chat tonight to celebrate Halloween. So if you're interested in that, come on into the Discord. It's completely free to join, and I can get you set up with that. For a Halloween special, I was thinking, what's the scariest thing that we can do in Balatro? So I think the obvious answer here is to go to the Gold Stakes profile and play some Black Deck Gold Stake. Also, I can't see. These are not lensless glasses or like novelty glasses for the Dr. Spectred costume. Shout out, Doc. Love you and your content. These are my mother's glasses, and she has a terrible prescription. So if I end up playing badly, don't blame it on me. It's not the Doc costume. Well, it is the Doc costume, but it's... I'm not playing badly because I'm setting a poor example for Doc, I should say. It's because of the glasses. I literally can't see any... Like, if you asked me to read the words on the screen right now, I could because I've played this game so much, but if I was maybe new to the game and you said, hey, what does this say right here? Literally could not tell you. So if I end up screwing up some plays, I'm blaming it on that. Let's do Black Deck Gold Stake. Hopefully I can make it pretty far here so that I can justify myself wearing the Doc costume. Okay, so for starters, we have what looks like a rare tag. I think I'm going to try and play the entire run with the glasses on. I was also going to try and do like the PNG tuber thing where wherever I'm not talking, I like put my hand here. But that's not happening because for the green screen to work, I have to have it so close to my desk, and I have to have my camera set up in such a way where I'm like leaning over because apparently I'm too tall for the green screen to work because it's like relatively small. So if I stand up straight, I think it cuts off my head. Just barely. But anyway, I think I'm not going to take off the glasses. That'll be today's challenge. So this is a rare tag. This is... Oh, wait, is this investment? This is investment. This is actually perfect. I can feel my eyes getting worse. Probably I'm going to loot. Oh, God. This is horrible. This is a 10 of diamonds, right? Probably if I lose this game, it's not going to be something that I can blame on Black Deck Gold Stake. Probably if I lose this game, it's just because I've gone blind. Okay, we have an ace, a 6, and a 2 here. We'll go for the hearts flush. One more time for the hearts flush. Do I have a straight? I don't have a 4, so I don't have a straight. Okay, we missed the hearts flush. I have ace, queen, jack, 10, it looks like, but no king, which is a little awkward. Let's maybe go for the hearts flush one more time. If we miss it this time, which we don't, if we missed it that time, it would have been really sad, but I think we're chilling now. Let's ship it. Okay, and that got us 296, but with the points from the high card that we shipped, we get out $1 for the Black Deck. I have what looks like $5. Oh, God, dude. Calculating money and all this is going to be horrible. Maybe I shouldn't do... You know what? I'm going to go... It was a funny bit, but I don't want to, like, actually damage my eyes because I just went to the eye doctor and was told that I have, like, phenomenal vision. So I'm going to go ahead and not take my chances, and I'll just wear the glasses like a librarian who needs a better prescription so that I can see far away and close up. Would have been a funny bit, but I'm not actually going to damage my eyes for that. Okay, we have a scholar in the shop, and we have an emperor in the shop. Probably the emperor, if it was like later in the run, I would take. That was an investment tag. Let's absolutely go. But I don't really see the point here. At best, for like these next couple of blinds, it gives us some molt cards, which is like cool, but it's not the greatest. The scholar is the bird in the hand, whereas the buffoon pack could be the 2 in the bush, if you catch my drift. The scholar I'm not really ecstatic about. You know, it doesn't really get me wiggling my finger and doing the Charleston, so to speak. But it probably does get us through the boss blind, and if we can get through the boss blind, I will be skipping for this investment tag. So if we can get through the boss blind, we're kind of rich. I think I want to gamble on the buffoon pack, but I think since I'm on the Black Deck and we just need a, like, safe option, probably I'll take the scholar. Go next. We'll skip for the investment tag, and then let's play against the goad. We are once again looking for the hearts flush. We get the hearts straight flush, which would have gotten me out with actually no scoring jokers. That's kind of fantastic. Okay. Pretty good spot. We got an investment tag and a scoring joker. Not my favorite scoring joker, just because I don't like to be limited to one rank on the black deck. You know, I've said it a billion times on this channel. The black deck is not just bad for the -1 hand of black deck. That is not just bad for the obvious reasons where it's like -1 scoring opportunity as well as -$1 at the end of rounds. Don't get me wrong; those are like very not good things. But also -1 hand is -5 cards that you can see from your deck. So like bigger hands that I would traditionally like to play to score more on the black deck. Maybe with 5 less cards that you're seeing from the deck, you're hitting them even less often than normal in Gold Stake, and you're hitting them already, I would say, not that often without deck fixing in Gold Stake because of the -1 discard from the blue stake. So I really don't love the Scholar on the black deck, but a joker that gives us chips and molt in one, I guess I can kind of excuse that. Boss is play 5 cards. That shouldn't be the biggest deal in the world. Let's go Buffoon before Spectral. I have Perishable Jolly or Mystic. Probably I'll just go Mystic. And then let's go Spectral, and then we'll probably go next, unless this gives us like an Immolate or something. I could Hex a Mystic Summit here. I'm actually not... With 6 joker slots, times 1.5 molt, you know, if we get maybe 2 times 2 jokers, that times 1.5 molt goes a long way, because that turns our times 4 into a times 6 if we want to keep the Mystic Summit. And then Polychrome Mystic Summit is kind of just the early game GOAT for us right now. There is also a blue seal here, which is something that I would normally jump at the opportunity to take on the Jold Stake. It's between either of those. I think Ankh is never it, and I think Incantation, again, since we, you know, don't want to be crowding our deck on the black deck for the reasons that I just listed, I think Incan is especially not it. Yo, can I, like, lean back? Okay, if I stand up straight, but, like, am just all the way back, I can actually do this properly. So I think I'm just gonna do that, and then I'll, like, take my mouse and use it on my knee, I guess. I don't know. This is kind of weird. I'm still figuring out the green screen. Wait, I can do the dock thing now. I can do the dock thing. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Is it left hand? No, it's right hand in the PNG tuber. Oh, dude, I gotta use my mouse left-handed if I want to do the dock. I'm not doing the dock thing. I'm sorry, chat. I'll do it, but it'll be reversed. So I think if it was any other deck, I probably want the trance here. But I want to say the Hex is better. Just because of like the additional slots like I was talking about. If we get any X-Molt whatsoever, then the Hex is better. And we have like more chances to hold X-Molt because we have the more slots. I guess on any other deck, you can also hold like multiple X-Molt jokers. So maybe it's just a matter of straight up Trance or Hex. If I take the Trance, what planet level are we playing? Or like what hand are we playing, I guess is a better way of putting it. Probably 2 pair or like pair. Try and force one of those. Could build towards aces. I think that's a bad... I'm not doing the dock thing. This is... I know I'm breaking immersion, but I can't do it. I can't do it. I actually don't know what the proper play is here. I'm not going to lie. I think I'm going to Hex. And we'll see if I get punished for that. I think Blue Seal is probably the more consistent play, but... Hex, I feel like, gives me better early game, which might make my late game even easier. Let's go for the full house. No value in the deck that I'm looking for since I don't have that blue seal, so I don't need to discard all that aggressively once I have a hand. Now we just need a chip joker. Rental Invis. I mean, I wouldn't mind another Polychrome. Is it worth the rental fee? Maybe. Eternal Rental Flashcard. I don't hate that either. If it was Eternal, I would even maybe consider it since we have that investment tag, but rental, we're probably... It's a money sink in 2 different ways, which we probably can't afford, like metaphorically or otherwise. Let's go next. Save a little bit of money. Probably could have taken a standard pack or something there. Go for the spades. One more time for the spades. Ship it. And with the polychrome, that wins. That was a relatively low flush, so I think we're still fine to be flush gaming on the boss. Shop yields stickerless Chad. I'm just picking that up because that combos so incredibly well with so many things. Shop yields eternal golden joker. Oh, probably I should have taken the spectral pack before the Chad, because now if we have like an onk in the spectral pack, I would have onked a polychrome if there's nothing better here. So let's take that now. Deja Vu Sigil. Well, probably since we have the Chad, we can put a Deja Vu on a face card, since face cards have like a bunch of synergies. I think I am going to take this Eternal Golden Joker. Probably I don't need to because we're already kind of flush with cash on the black deck, but like we have a polychrome, so we can probably even more so than normal afford to lose a slot, and losing a slot for $4 around I am completely fine with. I have parking. If the card sharp was not perishable here, I just take card sharp, we build 2-pair or even pair, and it's just a solved game. Card sharp being perishable, I mean, I could still take it here, but probably it's not super valuable to me. Delayed Grat is a direct contradiction to Summit, and it's rental, so I think I'm not taking it on any basis here. Reserved is okay with the Chad, because we have, even if we're slinging high cards to get reserved value, we have, maybe if we sling a high card 6, it goes from 21 chips to, what would that be, 33 chips. That's like a times 1.5. That's not too bad. I think high cards probably still lose though, because we have like no levels. Probably like 2 or 3 high cards could win blinds, in which case parking is worth. Let's just take misprint, stickerless misprint. I'm not super opposed to. Could take a telescope, but I don't want to go for broke, so let's go next. I probably go for the clurb, or not the clurbs, the diamonds. No value in the deck, so ship the flush with misprint Chad. This should definitely win. I think even if misprint like completely lowballed us, we would have been fine there with the extra chips from the Chad. 15 bucks. I have seed money. Seed money is really nice. I'm like unintentionally doing the doc thing now. I'm not doing this, but I'm doing like this. Yo, I think just being in a doc costume is like I'm learning, bro. Maybe I discovered the technology to gold stake streaking. Maybe I just need to bring out this costume more often. Chat, I think I've cracked the code. I have perishable clever joker or bloodstone. If this was a run where I maybe already had a speculative dice, I could be convinced to take the bloodstone, absolutely. I think even with a Chad, I never take speculative bloodstone. I mean, it's the better thing in this pack, so I'll just take it anyway. No use in skipping. But I don't love that. Probably I'm not going to play into it unless I get like all the sun cards in the world, or if I get like an oops. I think my dog is freaking out downstairs. She might need to go outside. I'm going to pause the recording for a second. I'll be right back, chat. All right, and we're back. Update on the dog situation. I went downstairs, and instead of going to the front door indicating that she had to go potty, she immediately ran to her food dish. So she's trying to scam me to get dinner an hour early. That's not going to work. But W dog for trying. Here we have a tower, a strength, and a wheel. I think wheel would be fantastic if it hit either foil or polychrome, but that's asking for quite a bit. I think strength kings, or maybe even strength jack and 10 is something that I could potentially get around. Probably I'm strengthening something here. Not strengthening kings. Strengthening queens into kings. I think y'all catch my drift, but just clarifying. Let's strength these two, I guess. And I'll go next. Bro, the dog is still whining downstairs. That's crazy. She's actually the biggest scam artist of all time. All right, we'll go for... Never mind. I was going to say the flush, but The game was kind enough to drop me a 4 oak. This is my indication that I shouldn't have sold Scholar, by the way. Could have re-triggered the Bloodstone, but I figured we would have won there anyway. I guess if Misprint scammed us, we maybe didn't win. There's the Eternal Scholar right after I make a joke. That's actually kind of crazy. What the? Bro, my dog is like tearing stuff up. What the hell? All right. Erosion? I normally don't love, but maybe when we have this much money and we're opening this many packs, we can expect to hit a few hung men. Maybe if we're doing Chad's shenanigans, we're hanging cards anyway. Oh, she's invaded my room. Hello. And she left as quickly as she came. Okay. Do I want the Eternal Erosion? The problem is that it's speculative, which I don't love. That's like my entire reason why I never take Erosion in standard play, is just because it's always speculative, which feels really bad. Could take a Swashbuckler. Probably that's the better play. I'm gonna do this real quick as well. Venus, Mars. Sorry, Venus. Forgot who I was cosplaying for a second. Venus, Mars. That's like not the worst. I could see us doing Venus. Probably if we're doing Mars on black deck, we always die. Let's take the Swashbuckler. And then I'm not going to reroll because I really want to greed for that seed money. I think regardless of what we go for, probably we don't win in one hand. So let's go for the Heart's Flush. Keeping the Swashbuckler. We miss it, so we got to play high card. High card gets me 2,100 points. Honestly, do I just pivot to playing pairs? Let's go high card again. That one gets me 2,200 points. Still don't hit the flush. Let's sell the Swash. I don't want to pay rent on him. And then let's go for the 2-pair. And this should hopefully win. Again, could have re-triggered the Hearts cards, but we win anyway, so I'm not super concerned with it. Bunch of money. I have Photo, but it's perishable. I have Smiley, but it's perishable. I think my score is like okay enough for me right now where I'm going to pass those in hopes of getting, specifically for Photo, a non-perishable copy. Could hang 2s and aces. Could hang 5s and aces. Let's hang a 5 and an ace. Could have also made Sun cards, but I'm not super committed to this Bloodstone despite the fact that he's still here. Could go 2-pair, could go Jupiter. I think maybe with the Chad. Less so with the Bloodstone even, and just more with the Chad, because Chad, like Photo Chad, is probably not that much of a pipe dream, so to speak. I think I might be more inclined to take Flush, despite my disdain for flushes. Could also go 2-pair, and 2-pair is just kind of the tried and true on black deck. According to the doc. That's me, actually. I don't know why I referred to myself in the third person. I just looked at run info to check my deck. Smash like. Let's see here. Evenly suited for the most part. Bunch of queens. Let's go flush. Maybe I do play into the Bloodstone despite no dice. I really want the seed money, so I'm going to take the seed money. The Smiley face I'm not as worried about as the Photo, so maybe I take the Smiley here. We leave the Photo in the shop so that I can get that as non-perishable, but we can take the Smiley to supplement our score a little bit. That seems fine. Got the red seal on the top deck, so we'll go for this flush. Put the red seal in front so that Smiley re-triggers it a ton. Or so that it gets re-triggered for Smiley Molt. You guys know what I'm saying. Okay, Perishable Arrowhead. Not a big fan. Let's go Buffoon Pack. I have a banana. I have a Droll Joker. I think I'm going to sell the misprint for the banana. Could go Celestial Pack, but I'm pretty confident with my scoring, so I think I'm just going to get up to that seed money threshold and just go next. Let's go Hearts Flush. Can go one more time. I get the Hearts. Ship it. That was maybe the worst performance from Bloodstone of all time, but it still got us through, so we're chilling. 14 bucks. Eternal Riffraff. I think if I was ante 2 instead of ante 4, I would be ecstatic to see this. Right now, this is not doing much for me. I can't lie. Let's go Celestial Pack. Guess we're playing flushes. That's how you know I'm cosplaying somebody, because it's a Focus Shock video where we're playing flushes. Let's go next. Probably I'm getting to the point where I need 2 flushes. No. Which is admittedly a bit worrisome. We'll see if that ends up mattering. Ooh, I might need more than that. I might just die here. I should have gone for the hearts. Yeah, I didn't see how many... Ooh, I'm not playing this like Doc. Ooh, I'm dragging Doc's name through the mud. That's what I'm saying, Penny. That's my dog. She's still freaking out. I don't really know what the deal is. Let's go here. Try and re-trigger the Bloodstone. Maybe I can go for a Diamonds Flush on the backswing. That's asking for a lot, but let's see. Okay, I actually didn't need a backswing. We're chilling, we're chilling. I'm locked in. 19 bucks, nice. Eternal Rental Stuntman. And Perishable Burger. Okay, my dog is still freaking out. I'm gonna take another brief intermission and just see if she needs to go out. I think she was scamming me, but she's still freaking out, so I'll be right back. All right, we're back, and my initial analysis was correct. Took her outside, and she did not go potty, so she's trying to scam me for an early dinner. That's not happening. I am dauntless with the 5 o'clock feed time. All right. Eternal Rental Stuntman is kind of fantastic if we just want to pivot into pairs. I feel like our Molt game is not the greatest for going down that avenue, but maybe. If we bought both the Burger and the Stuntman, probably we would be fine. Let's do that. Let's go Stuntman. I keep forgetting that I can, like, just stand back and use my mouse on my knee. All right, let's go Stuntman. And then selling either the Smiley Face or the Bloodstone. Probably I get rid of the Bloodstone if we're just going down the pairs / high card avenue. Let's take reroll surplus. If we reroll, pretty much everything in the shop, aside from consumables, costs more than $3, which is how much I have available to me if I'm willing to sell this Mars card, so I think that's not worth. Let's just go into a standard pack. Looking for like a blue seal. We do have the Chad, so I'll take a random polychrome. Let's go into the Flint. Flint is 6 hands. Flint is pretty much the entire reason that I took the Hanging Chad. Or that I took the Hanging Chad. The entire reason that I took the Burger, because I'm not super confident that we would have made it out of the Flint without the Burger. Turns out I'm not very good at evaluating my score, and we would have been just fine. Excuse me. All right, $22 cash out, doing pretty well. Let's go for the Hermit. Take a reroll. Don't need the Riffraff, Shoot the Moon. Although we have Red Seal Queens and a lot of Queens, I feel like Shoot the Moon is still somewhat inconsistent. Maybe these Arcana packs could change my mind. We get a Hermit, we get a Hungman, and we get a Death. Let's go for another Hermit. I think I'm going to roll over the Shoot the Moon. Perishable Rental Abstract. Don't really want that if it's perishable. We get yet another Hermit from our Fool in the shop. We get a Temperance. Blue Joker is not a thing that we need when we have Stuntman. Just looking for, like, generic Molt options. 8-Ball is something that I could be convinced to do. Since we have the Chad. It's made a little... It's actually made much worse by the stuntman. Let's maybe roll over that. Grimbo, and we have the burger. I think that's exactly what I'm looking for. The burger is going to perish, but the burger gives us enough hands where I think Grimbo is completely fine here. Let's open the Arcana pack. I can make a red steel queen. Take one more reroll, go next. All right. Now let's just spam hands to the Grimbo. Probably, since we don't have the smiley face re-triggering Molt, we're not going to get a lot of points on our high cards. That's completely fine. I just want to scale the Grimbo for right now. I think Grimbo plus the Mystic Summit is completely fine for this point in the game. And then late game, we can just find like any X-Molt Joker that works with high cards. Or if we want to pivot into pairs, we don't have planet levels in either. So like that's perfectly fine. 16 bucks. I could take an abstract over the Grimbo. Probably not. Let's take a celestial pack. We get Mercury and Pluto. I'm gonna put Pluto in my Fool because I think, although the scaling is not quite there with Pluto, I think high card is a much more stable hand with these stuntmen. We get Blueprint, but it's perishable rental. The Chad is not contributing much because we don't have any Chad synergy. Dare I say we skip this anyway because it's rental. I mean, I guess we get more hands on the burger, but does that really matter? I guess yes, it does for the Grimbo. I mean, honestly, though, we have like a lot of economy built up. Maybe we just want to try and find a non-perishable blueprint. Let's take the blueprint. I think when you're graced with a blueprint on the black deck, probably you just take it. And then let's go next instead of ripping the standard pack so that I can keep some money to pay off these rents. All right, now we're just spamming high cards. 12,000 points. I think I'm gonna have Blueprint copy nothing so that I can just get more Grimbo Molt. If I can spam more hands. I have 9 hands since we have Blueprint copying the burger. So if I spam more hands, I can get more Grimbo Molt. That makes my late game maybe a bit more stable. And I'm not losing that much money because we have 5 hands left over from copying burger. I think we're chilling with that line. Get the 23 bucks. Could I take Hieroglyph? I would absolutely take Hieroglyph if the burger was not perishable here. But the burger being perishable means as soon as that dies, I'm going to get knocked down to 2 hands if I play the Hieroglyph, which I think is absolutely not worth. Let's take this for some tarot blocking action. Take the Pluto card from that pack. Probably should have taken the pack before selling the Mars cards that I could have planet blocked, but we were planet blocking one time in the shop anyway, so we have pretty decent odds. Let's go for a blue seal on you. That's actually something that we want to start seeking out like ASAP. I kind of want to get rid of the burger right now just so that I'm not like relying on it too heavily, but maybe that's a bad play. Let's go next. Mark says faces are drawn face down. I think that's fine. Forgot to copy the burger, so we're gonna get less hands, but as for like winning the blind, I think that's not gonna matter. Our blue seal is on a 10, so we will know if we draw our blue seal, which is pretty nice. Let's cycle as much as possible to get that blue seal. We don't get the blue seal. Do I have any value on our faces? Not really, so I'm just, I mean, it doesn't really matter if I ship one here, but I'm gonna ship one here anyway. And then let me move the blueprint to the left of the burger so that I can not forget to copy the burger. Let's go $20. I have Money Tree in the shop. Not too often that I get to utilize that on the black deck, but honestly, that's looking kind of juicy. Let's go Celestial pack. We get a Mercury card. That's fine. Let's go Spectral pack. My bad. Get another Trance card. Let's put it on a Queen. Do I need the Money Tree? I want the Money Tree. Do I need the Money Tree? Should I be re-rolling? Let's take one reroll and then I'll go next. I'll try and leave both options open. Okay. With the 9 hands, we should be fine to not have Blueprint copy anything. So again, let's just sack Blueprint value so that we can copy, or so that we can add Molt to the Grimbo. We have blue seals, or a blue seal in the hand at the very least. So let's sell this Moon card so that I can get at least 1 blue seal worth of value. Let's go like this. Okay, no more blue seals it looks like, but I was cycling pretty non-aggressively, if you will. Maybe I'll get rid of the steel. Okay, we were just off of being able to have 1 more hand. That's fine. Okay, so Burger is gone, which is like honestly kind of not fine. I'm not super stoked for that. I'm gonna sell him immediately so that I can maybe see him in the shop. Let's take this Emperor. We have Temperance Devil. Let's take the Tempe right away. And I can go Hungman reroll. Let's take another reroll. Seeing Double. No, we're playing high cards. Why did I take that? For Temperance value, silly. We're planet blocking. Let's try for some more Plutos. I get a Mercury card. That's fine. Not what I would have liked, but it's fine. Maybe we can play pairs. We have a level 4 pair and a level 5 high card. Same base molt. Could try to play pairs to get Seeing Double the proc. I think that's like not the worst avenue. Let's hang these guys and then let's full cycle. Copy the Seeing Double since we only have the 3 hands. I do want Blueprint to be putting in work. Let's discard for maybe an 8 to get the Seeing Double to proc. We're going to lose some Grimbo strength. That's fine. Let's do this, and then let's do this. Ship the pair. I can still get high card if I want. How many 6s do I have? I only have 1 6. Let's just go for the high card level. Wait, I don't have a blue seal. I'm smart. I think I thought the gold was a blue seal for some reason. We do keep interest cap open, which is pretty sweet. $18. Andy, probably not. With the Grimbo. Let's go Spectral action. I could have crypted it a blue seal, but we didn't get one, so probably I just gold seal. I don't think we're wraithing by any means. Flashcard's not terrible. Should I take the flashcard over the Blueprint? Our Molt's looking not that good, I'm not gonna lie. Let's do it. And then I can sack some money to keep re-rolling. Columbus Pot is okay with the strength card, even with the Stuntman, but probably we only get it to proc 1 time. What do we have next? Serpent? Let's just go next. I think if we can get Mystic Summit online, we'll be chilling. We'll keep all of our clubs for the Seeing Double, and let's just try and play pairs with Seeing Double. Okay. We got this cooking. Using my discards, even though we have Grimbo, so that we get the extra Molt off of Mystic Summit. Just short of the amount of points that we want. However, we have the red steel now, so I think we're just barely going to be able to get out. Hopefully. That is. 46k. That's actually like a little close for comfort, but let's do it. Okay, and we get out. Pog, pog, pog. $17. I have a brainstorm, but it's perishable, man. The water is actually fine because it turns on my Mystic Summit without me having to block Grimbo value. I'm like kind of chill with that, I'm not gonna lie. Could take Brainstorm over the flash card, which makes me feel bad about re-rolling so erratically, but shouldn't have done that anyway, so it is what it is. The Brainstorm is not even like the best here just because of seeing double, but like it's better than flash card. I guess unless we re-roll like a ton, but how realistic is that? Probably semi-realistic, to be fair. I don't think it's like a Brainstorm skip angle. Let's re-roll. We get Temperance. I have Rental Jola. Probably not. Let's buy you. I was going to use it, but then I saw we had Temperance in our pool, so then I didn't use it. And then selling the other card that we had kind of made no sense, but whatever. Let's go next. We don't have any clubs in hand. That's unfortunate. I do get a Mercury level off of the Hail Mary Priestess there. I like need seeing double value to win. So let's discard here. I have a 6 of clubs. I can play 3 oak 6s, not that bad. Let's go 3 oak 6s. Things are looking kind of grim, Chad, I'm not gonna lie. It all depends on if I can draw the seeing double combo. Wow, we drew the 5 of clubs, but we have like no other 5s. I should have cycled that, John. I have 1 king of clubs, 1 8 of clubs. I guess we keep the 7. Ship it. I mean, I guess we're always looking for the clubs, right? So it probably doesn't matter what we keep. We do find the 7 of clubs. I think this is going to be really close. It might not get us out. If it does, it's like, yeah, within 10k. Little close for comfort. Should have sold the Saturn card. That would have been plus $1. Baron, I don't need you right now, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. The Baron is not looking all that juicy right now. Let's go into the Celestial pack. We're blocking 3 planets, so we are guaranteed. I should have taken the pair. We're seeing doubling. What is Streamer doing? Negative Squimbo. Little late. But thank you. I'm going to re-roll erratically here because I need something that qualifies as something. The issue now is what do I get rid of? Because if I get rid of the Mystic Summon, I'm getting rid of a Polychrome for a ×2, and I'm getting rid of a Polychrome for a ×2 that eventually perishes. Maybe I get rid of Flash Card. That feels really bad, but I think it's honestly the best play here. Maybe I get rid of Grimbo. It's a worse play for right now, but if we get our Econ back up, then Flash Card probably scales like immensely better than Grimbo. I think I get rid of Grimbo, honestly. Get to keep both of my X-Molts and a Scaling Molter. That seems fine. Let's go next. I have the pair I need to discard for Summit. 2 pairs here. Let's go pair of 7 seeing double. Okay, that's gonna just barely not get us out, I think, but we do have the pair of 8s on the backswing. And we have 2 blue seals. Okay, this is looking still very shaky, but it's looking winnable. No, it's really not, actually. We would need some other form of X-Molt to pop up in the shop. If we get any other X-Molt card, I think we're fine to just rotate out Seeing Double, buy that X-Molt, and then win. If we don't get any other X-Molt, that's... I know I said any other X-Molt, but I think that doesn't do it. Is probably better than Seeing Double. It's a... As opposed to like a 2 or even 3 time times 4, this is a 1 time times 9. I think it's better than Seeing Double, albeit a little shaky. Let's take the Death card for maybe a blue seal go next. Let's hang these. Ship the pair. We want to copy the Flash card before our Acrobat hand. Okay, we have another 7. Now I just want blue seals, ideally. I don't want to block this death, so if I don't get if I get a blue seal, I'm copying the blue seal. If I was going to say if I don't get the blue seal, then I'm copying the red steel, and that's just is what it is. Let's ship it. This should win with 2 red steel plus acrobat. Yeah, 2. Okay, so 2 red steel, acrobat gets us out of final boss. Saying it out loud, that's not all of that. That doesn't really, like, quell my fears. We have Acorn, which is rough because we have Blueprint. I guess it's not super rough because we need to use hands to get to our Acrobat Molt anyway. Let's take the Arcana pack. Hermit is best hit. Moon card is fine. Wait, I don't need any more seeing double shit. It was definitely double there. Yo, I'm actually throwing. I'm actually throwing. Does Doc throw? I feel like Doc never throws. The only... Doc intentionally throws. I unintentionally throw. This is bad, chat. Keep the 4 because we have a decent amount of 4s. Let's go for this because I'm looking for... I'm looking for the Acrobat Molt anyway. Why am I still playing for seeing double, man? Holy shit. Okay, we have 2 9s. Yeah, we have 2 ofs of like everything, so we'll just keep the 9. We have a 1 of the jack. Bro, what is happening? Okay, we have hella queens, so even though I would like to keep this for the blue seal, I'm gonna keep it intending to play a pair with it. We don't get the pair. Probably I'm just cooked here. I need to draw one of my queens. If I draw one of my queens, I'm giga chillin'. If I don't, then we have issues. Do not draw a queen, nor do I draw the pair. Also, I was not copying even remotely close to the right thing with Blueprint, which probably doesn't matter, but like it could have. I need probably Molt hit exactly to win here. The difference between playing the queen and playing the 8 is 2 chips. So probably I just ship the 8 to keep the blue seal in case this wins. It actually does win. Okay. Hog. Chat, maybe it's literally just the fit. I feel like I'm playing so badly, but I'm on anti-8 on Black Deck Gold Stake. So like even if I'm playing badly, there's got to be some secret sauce to the Doc fit. I'm not going to lie. Campfire's disgusting. What? Yo, that's nasty. We probably get rid of Mystic for this, no? Because I can get this to a times 1.5 right now. Yo, this is disgusting. Buy you, sell you, sell you. Reroll Eternals, reroll Rentals. I would love to be able to sell one of these, but I think that's not ever happening. Okay, that's unfortunate. Let's go next. I can copy the Campfire now before I ship my last hand. I think probably copying Acrobat with the additional Molt from the Campfire. This last pair should always win. So let's keep this pair in hand. And then I can just ship it when I can copy Acrobat. Okay, Polychrome pair. We get gold and a blue seal if this wins. This has got to win. This is a times 13.5 with our jokers. No, it doesn't win. I should have played more pairs. Fuck. Also, maybe copying the Campfire there was not good. Campfire, no, because it's adding. It's the same amount of Molt, right? No, copying Flashcard was actually better there. If I copied Flashcard, probably I would have won there. That's tragic. Oh. I mean, classic Halloween fashion. The scariest part about this run is that we made it to anti-8 big blind, Black Deck, Gold Stake, and then lost. Would have been a lot less scary if we lost at like anti-2, I guess. Damn, that's actually crazy. I thought for sure that that would have won. We had X-Molt. We had so much X-Molt and we had Stuntman. That's wild. Maybe I should have rerolled more in the shop. No, probably if I just play pairs there instead of like shipping high cards and then copying Acrobat, probably we win because pairs are like a decent bit more score. And also I think copying Flashcard was better there. Tragic. Tragic. We definitely had final boss in the bag as well with Campfire, provided we got like I mean, I guess if we didn't have consumables in the slot, we would have been in the shop, we would have been in trouble for the boss blind, but probably we still had the boss blind. If we could have sold like even 1 or 2 more things, I'm actually sad about this loss. Oh, tragic. Anyway, chat, hope you liked the video. Happy Halloween. Shout out Dr. Spectred. You are the absolute GOAT. Great person in the community. Very, very lovely individual. And thank you for all the content that you make. And thank you for being my inspiration to not only continue to hone my craft at Gold Stake, but also to dress up on Halloween. Like I said, join the Discord if you want to do the Lethal Company thing tonight. I'll be posting a mod pack in there shortly because I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of people, so we're going to need mods anyway to fit everybody in one lobby. That's besides the point. Love you guys. Happy Halloween. Also, sorry for like no uploads the past like week. I will hopefully be remedying that, and I think I'm going to go back to daily uploads in November. I was trying to not upload as frequently so that I could work on the big video essay that I have, but not uploading makes me sad, and when I'm sad, then I don't work on the video essay. I just like rot. And so I think not doing daily uploads is like actually kind of counterproductive for my mental state. So probably like every other day in November, I'm hoping at the very least, but I'm hoping even more for daily uploads. Anyway, smash like. Love you guys. What does Doc say at the end of their vids? Take care, everyone.